Morning, Args. How are you doing?
Morning, FSG. How are you? I'm doing pretty well, thank you.
Glad to hear it. It's been a long time since we've been on here, hasn't it?
It does feel like a wee while since we've been here, but good to be back.
It really is.
Hope you had a nice break and feeling refreshed.
I am indeed. Yeah. No, it was nice to have some downtime.
Oh, good. But good to be back at it, and we're into harvesting today, aren't we?
I was going to say, back in time for harvest.
Yep. I hope you're well. I hope you are well rested because we've got a lot of work to do.
We have. I see the wheat is ready to go, so we're heading down to the shop at the moment to pick up our second combine that we've talked about for the last few episodes, actually. So we're going to finally shut that off, and there it is, resplendent in blue up there.
Can you see it up there? Can you?
Yeah.
I missed it. I was too busy concentrating on my driving.
Yeah, probably best. But yeah, Mark Thor's Class Dominator Ford, which is a cracking mod. We thought we'd invest in one of those to help with the other combine. Looking good.
Yeah.
Thanks for the lift, mate.
That's right. Well, we have got a lot more fields than we had last time, haven't we?
We have, yeah. Yeah, we need to kind of move things along a bit.
Also, good then we'll be able to have both combines running in the field and a couple of trailers on the edge and dump them into the silos now. Don't have to worry about that bagger or anything that we did have previously.
Exactly, it's going to be super efficient. Can't wait.
He's hoping.
Right, well, let's get this back to the yard, I suppose, and get stuck straight into it.
Yeah, I'll leave you to drive that down. I'll go and pull the other one out of the shed and we'll get started.
Nice one, mate. See you in a bit.
Alright.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you are all well. Like I said, I am back from my summer holidays. I had 2 weeks in Spain, which was fantastic, but I am back and raring to go. It feels like an eternity since I played FarmSim, and I was missing it a bit, so that's a good sign. But it's great to be back here with Args. He's always good fun to spend a little bit of a session with Args. Well, I mean, we've not played this, what with FarmCon and everything as well. I think we've only played one episode of this in the last probably month and a bit, so it is good to be back, and also good to be back harvesting as well. One of the more fun parts of the game for me. Love a good harvest, as I know a lot of you do as well. So we'll run this back to the yard now, and we'll get set up. We've got the same header width as the other combine for ease. I also put GPS on this so we can do some nice straight rows and not mess up too much. We've got the auger wagon and we've got the Orcal trailer, so we've got double trailers there, so we should be able to move pretty quickly through some of these fields. We've got 3 wheat fields. There we go. And as you can see, all 3 of them ready for harvest, and then following those we've got canola here, and I think it's canola down here as well. This is soybeans, so we've got some more crops on the way, sunflowers as well, and corn up there as well. So lots to do, lots to get on with. It's going to be a good harvest. Let me just pull up the HUD as well. You can see we've got 65,000 left after buying the combine, and we're going to make a pretty penny out of some of this crop as well. We're going to sell the straw. We've already got 250,000 litres of straw, so I don't think we need to keep any more, so we're going to sell all of that as well. And then finally, the wheat. I'm glad the wheat is ready, because the chickens only have 1,000 litres of food left, which we purchased earlier on to keep us going until the crops were ready, so timing on that has been absolutely perfect too. So let's see you back at the yard. And here we are back, and there is Mr. Args with a second combine. Now I don't know which field we're going to do first, so I'm just going to follow his lead, I think.
So we're just going to start and work in the same field?
Yeah, I think so, mate. Let's do that, see how quickly we can get through stuff.
Okay, good as gold. Do you want to start on this big one here then?
Right, while Args is setting up the combine, I will just jump into here, and we'll move this round to the edge of the field, so they're in prime position for unloading as well. And then we will follow on next to Args. We'll open up the headlands, and then we'll set the GPS to go. It should make things very easy. Okay, that is combine unloaded. Let's power it up. Let's follow Args around, shall we? switch my swath mode there from spreading to dropping swath. So we should be good to go now. There's Argsy's gonna, okay, we're gonna do this field separately. We talked about running up to the top one there, but we'll just do them separately. Right, there we go. Field number 1 done. I've got about 2% in my tank, so I'll quickly unload that. I think Args has filled the first trailer, so he's got a bit more in his tank. It took him a bit longer to unload there, so I think he might be done. And then we'll move straight up to the second field. There are a couple of bits up there which I'll go and pick up on the way past, but things are looking good. We are making good progress here. Good progress indeed. I'll go and grab those bits and we'll jump straight into the second field. There we go, field number 2 already. This is a slightly smaller field, so it shouldn't take too long to do. I'll grab the headlands now. And then Args can follow up. Hopefully squeeze past this tree. This is one of the few trees we've got left at the side that's very close to the field edge, so hopefully we'll have no issues sneaking past it. All looking good. Probably do a couple of headlands here, I think. And the way this was planted as well, some of it just creeps over the border or the boundary. But I think with the combine we should be alright because of the width of the header, so we'll see.
To the FSG.
Go ahead, Oaks.
I might leave you to do that one. It's not much point us both coming over to this little field to do over here, so I'll go and do that one if you like.
Okay, mate, sounds like a plan. So there we go. Oaks is going to go and cut the other field over by the cow pen, which is our third wheat field. Again, 2 small fields these, so it makes sense for us to maybe cover these off separately. Okay, we're coming up to finishing the field here. We've got 42% in the tank. We've already unloaded once. Now, as I said earlier on, we aren't going to sell this wheat. This is going to go directly into feeding the chickens. The reason for that is we don't have to buy chicken feed, but also the cost of eggs is huge compared to the cost of wheat, so we might as well minus the cost of this from what we're making through the eggs, and we'll still be heavily in profit. So it's a sensible and worthwhile exercise. Now, the chickens do eat quite a lot, but at the same time we have got quite a lot of wheat here. We did everything we could from a yield perspective, so we're getting about 100% bonus on our yield here. As you can see, not a weed in sight. We rolled the field, we fertilised it at the right time, so 100% fertilised, rolled, no stones, all of those things. So we're reaping the benefits now, so to speak. So we'll get these last little scruffy bits done here, and we will unload into the trailer. So we're back in a sec. And here's Args, actually. He has bought the tractor around to help us unload, so that's good. We'll help him out. We'll turn around here and we'll get the pipe out. That must mean he's finished the small field over by the cows as well, so that's good. So we will quickly get this unloaded. That'll help us a lot. Maybe even just dump the last little bit directly from the combine into the silos when we're done. But very pleasing to get this combining done. We put a lot of effort into these fields, so nice to be seeing the fruits of our labour, if you excuse the pun, happening. He drove off then, right. Get the rest of the tank in, 10% left. There's virtually a trailer load there. So he'll go and unload that. And we'll grab this last little bit. Okay, last little clump. There we go. Let's grab that. So look, even after Args came along and took stuff off us, we managed to get another 11% in the tank there. Crazy. Right, let's run this down to the silo. There we go. Last little bit in there. That has not taken long at all. Well, there we go, Args. That didn't take long, did it?
No, ruthlessly efficient, as always, but 2 combines definitely made it a whole heap easier. It's going to make all the other crops good too.
It is, it is. We're just thinking there, we need to get a maize header at some point for the sunflowers and the maize.
Yeah, correct, we will have to get something there. We'll be right though. I think we've got enough money, and I was looking at how many eggs we've got over there to sell already, which is good.
Yeah, there's loads, isn't there?
Yeah, now just did a quick tally up. I think there's about 57,000 litres of wheat off those, so we put about 19,000 into the chickens to top them right up, and there's 38,000 in the silo. So
okay, cool. I've not really worked out how long the chickens are getting through the hopper.
No, that's what I was just about to say. I think it was 2 calendar months for the for that 18,000 litres we had in there, but of course some of the chickens will age a little bit too and probably eat some more.
Yeah, so hopefully, oh well, I'll get us a long way through without having to buy anything, won't it?
Yeah, it will. We'll just it'll be interesting. We'll have to calculate it for next season. We might need to plant more cereal crop.
Yeah. So what we're going to do now? We don't need the straw, do we? We've got about 250,000 litres already in the storage. You were saying we might as well just sell it, but
yeah. We can load it up and just sell it at the little boiler that will accept it by the side of the shed, so we don't have to transport it too far. Yeah,
that's pretty convenient, isn't it?
Yeah, so that was my thoughts, but I'm equally down to just plough it up if you think that's not going to be worth the return on investment.
Do you know what? It'll be an interesting experiment just to see what it's worth, won't it?
60. I think it was about $62 per 1,000 litres. So, what do those silage wagons hold? 20,000 each.
Yeah, something like that.
So that's going to be what, $1,200 per load. Around about that.
Starts to not feel worth it, does it?
It does. It starts to not feel worth it.
Right, combine packed away. Our trailer is here, and I think it's got a little bit of hay still in it for the sheep, so I will I'll maybe run it round to the other point. There's 1600 litres in here. See if these guys over here need any. Can get all of this out. Will save me running back to the hay loft to unload it. Okay, so it took just over 1,000 litres, but we've still got a little bit in here, so we will get this dropped off. And then we'll dive straight into the field. I'll probably put this on a speeded up time lapse. It's not as interesting as the combining, but we'll push through and get it done. Let's remember how much cash we've got at the moment. So we've got 66,000 in the bank, so by the time we've cleared these 3 fields, we will see how much money this has actually made, whether or not it was in any way worthwhile. I'm kind of hoping it is. We shall see. So, all the best laid plans go to waste when the trigger doesn't work. Wonder why that is. We might either have to have a look at that from a sell point perspective, or sell it somewhere else. So what we've done, in the No Man's Land pack, there is a bale sell point. So we're going to see if it'll sell bales, or it will allow us to dump straw as well. This doesn't work.
It's $2 a litre, 1,000 litres cheaper.
Oh, because he's complaining it's cheaper, but it's working. It is working. Excellent. Right, problem solved. That makes this a bit more worthwhile. Right, we are just about done. I think there's about a third of a row up here that I missed in the top field, so I'm going to try and grab that. And then, not even a third of a row, like a tiny, tiny little bit. So, this'll do. Swipe this up. Now, after we'd bought the... there we go, that's that done. Now, after we'd bought the $5,000 sell point, we were on 61,000. We're on 74 now. Probably push us over to 75. So it was a worthwhile exercise, and it didn't take too long at all, did it? Oh, I'm pleased with that. There we go. Let that unload. Well, Alex, that was a worthwhile exercise. When you look, we were at 61 after we bought the sell point, and we're on nearly 75 here, so...
Yeah, that's not bad, is it? Well, say about 13 grand. I thought it might have been about 11, so a little bit more than I thought. But yeah, definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. It was just going to get ploughed in otherwise.
Exactly. You know, there's no real benefit because we haven't got any kind of. It wouldn't have counted as a fertilizer, or would it?
No.
No, doesn't.
No, it wouldn't have.
It's
No,
only
we don't
grass.
have that mod. No, and if we spend 11 grand on wheat or something, some more grains for the chickens in the future, we can say it all went down to that straw we collected.
Exactly. Yeah. No, pretty cost effective now.
Yeah. Looks like you need to go and give your tractor and trailer a clean though.
It does, and Rusty's cheeky comment in his video that you clipped hasn't gone unnoticed. Just for the record.
It was a bit of a laugh. Just happened to catch that in his live stream.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was. Well, mate, I don't know about you, but I think that is job well done for the day. Not much else to do now until we wait for the next crops to be ready.
Yes, indeed. Looks like, I think, soybeans and I think canola's next, and then soybeans after that.
Yeah, canola, I think, and then the soybeans. So that'd be good. Plus, maybe mow some grass in between at some stage. And we did install that new olives mod, so we might look at putting some olive trees down and giving that a whirl as well.
We should. I thought there's a nice little bit of space the other side of the chicken coop, actually.
Yes, indeed, indeed. But we are going to have a plan for what we're going to do with all this money. Might be time to expand a little bit further, maybe.
Yep. No, definitely. I think, like you say, if we're going to need some more cereal crops for the chickens, maybe another plot of land with a big barley or wheat crop on it for next season could be the order of the day.
Especially now we've got 2 combines, we get through it pretty quick.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Cool, mate. Oh, lovely to have you back. Nice to be back in No Man's Land. I know there's been a lot of people keen and eager to see another episode, so hope we have not disappointed.
Yeah, no, delighted to be back. Actually, I'll be brutally honest, I really missed playing, actually, when I was on holiday, so that's a good sign.
That is a good sign. Bodes well for the next few months.
It does indeed.
All right, buddy. Oh, well, you have a good week. Get back into the swing of the real world.
Yes, indeed. It's going to be tough.
It will be. I'm sure you'll survive.
I'm sure I'll cope.
All right, mate. Take care and we'll catch you later.
Yeah, all the best, mate. Take care.
All right. See ya.
So there we go, folks. Let me just shut this off. It's still running away there. There we go. We'll go and park this up. But we are done for another episode. That was good fun. Enjoyed driving those combines. And we've come out of it with more money in the bank than we started with, which is always a good start point. So there we go. Right. On that point, I will say goodbye from me and goodbye from that guy over there. And we will see you next time. Take care. Bye for now.